We are so happy that you could be here with us today at FanFest presented by Starbucks. I am Mariners broadcaster Aaron Goldsmith. I think you know these guys pretty well. The Big Dumper is in the house. And of course, the master of command, George Kirby. Man, it is so great to have FanFest back inside T-Mobile Park. It is, I don't know if it's feeling like baseball yet, but like here in the heart, it's feeling like baseball, is it not? Well, hey, the Mariners are coming off the best season in franchise history, and there are a lot of reasons why, including these two guys up on the stage. I'm going to talk to them for a few minutes, and then we've got a couple of Mariner people. Mackenzie's right there. We have another gentleman over here that'll be bringing some microphones around if you guys would like to ask either Cal or George some questions. So, Cal, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Did anybody go see Cal with Adam Ray at Fifth Avenue Theater? He's a comedian. He's a comedian now. Hey, how's the offseason been?
It's good. You know, just getting ready for spring training and you know, holidays, seeing family, traveling a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty good.
You played a lot of baseball last year. How long did you take to just rest your body?
Well, I think because we went so deep in the playoffs, it was a little different of an off season. Just you know, making sure you get enough balancing rest and you know when you need to get back to work and training. So it was probably about 3 to 4 weeks of you know relaxing, trying to step away from it a bit, clear the mind, rest the body, and then you know at that 4-week mark you start to get back to work and start easing back into it.
George, are we working with the 9-pocket again this offseason?
Yesterday when I was here throwing my bullpen, I used a 9-pocket. Yeah.
Now, are you the only pitcher that throws to a 9-pocket this time of year?
I hope more people have adopted it. I think it's a good way to get your work in. But I think Emerson I was just talking to Emerson earlier. He said he was doing it down in Florida a little bit.
Okay, so we got, no doubt, we got some little leaguers here in the house today, right? Who's playing Little League Baseball? I mean, how many we got? Yes, all over the place. All right, so George, this has always interested me because it is so unique. Please tell us what a 9-pocket is and how you use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's got, you know, 3, you know, spots or 3 holes on each spot, top of the zone, middle of the zone, bottom of the zone. Just put it right behind the plate, use it as your catcher. And yeah, you just try and hit the spots, the little spots in there. And I think it just helps, you know, being super target oriented and kind of makes you just focus a little more.
So you'll say, like, with this pitch, I want to hit the bottom down and away.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. And what about you? What has your offseason been like after going so deep into October last year?
Yeah, I probably the same as Cal. Took like 3-4 weeks off, and then made my way down to Florida for the offseason. Kind of just start working out, and then you start ramping up throwing, and yeah, kind of take it easy for the beginning, just because a lot of us aren't, you know, we haven't thrown that late in the season before, so you definitely got to give yourself a little rest. But yeah, kind of just get after it the last month and get ready for spring training.
All right, so we got the best catcher in baseball. We got the best rotation in baseball. So these two guys know each other pretty well, right? Cal, is Furious George a real person? Because look at this smile. Look at this smile. I mean, is there a sweeter face than right there in George Kirby? And you're telling me that he gets grumpy?
Yeah, I mean,
look at that.
He does get grumpy actually, but I think we all get a little grumpy from time to time. So, no, but he's great. He's a great competitor. I think you see it when he's out on the mound. He's very fiery and very passionate, and you know that's what we want to see. I'd rather pull somebody back from being a little too fiery than having to try to, you know, bump somebody up to get more out of them. So I'm definitely glad he is the way that he is.
George, I need you to give me the play-by-play of the best Cal Raleigh mound visit that you've ever had.
I feel like a lot of them are pretty typical. Like Cal kind of knows when I need a little breather, or, kind of a reset after maybe I walk somebody or, give up a couple hits. But it's basically just like, you're a good man. Just, keep filling it up. Maybe get extended a little more. I haven't been battling with him on like pitch calls or anything. Like if Bryce is shaking or he's shaking like that, nothing like that. But it's pretty typical every time. Just kind of puts me, simmers me down a little bit. Get back in control and do my thing.
How do you handle when a pitcher shakes you off? Do you take it personally?
No, I know. I mean, listen, it's their game, so they're in charge. They're the one with the ball in their hand. They're the one that has to throw the pitch, and I want them to be convicted in what they're throwing. So I'm just the glorified suggestion box. So I mean, essentially. So, but no, I mean, we work together. We talk a lot pregame, so I think that kind of gets us on the right page. We don't just go in blind. Both of us, we try to get on the same page. We talk about hitters. We talk about his strengths, maybe the hitter's strengths and weaknesses, things like that, to kind of coordinate things. And I guess maybe to put it in football terms, you script the first 10 plays, right? Like you script them out, and then from there you kind of start calling plays based on what you're seeing and what's working and what's not working. And it's kind of what it's like, dealing with a pitcher on game day. Like, sometimes we'll maybe call for a few more fastballs, but we notice the breaking ball is really working early in the game, so maybe we start shifting that way a little more. And so it's just constant communication, trying to talk through it and just get on the same page.
A couple more minutes, then we're going to start handing it over to you guys, so start thinking of your questions. I want to hear you two talk about each other a little bit more. Cal, what is it like working with such an outlier in George, where you call the pitch and where you set up, more times than not, he will hit it? He's among the more unique pitchers in the game in that regard. How does it impact how you do your job with him having the extreme command that he has?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of hit it on the head. He has command, and I think you'll hear a lot of people say the guy has good control or good command, and those technically aren't the same things. Control is you can throw it in the strike zone, but you don't necessarily know where in the strike zone it's going. He has the innate ability to command the ball, which means he can throw it where he wants to in the strike zone or out of the strike zone. So not a lot of people can do that, and you've seen the crazy numbers and the crazy stats, the K to walk ratio, things like that George's been able to put up in his first couple of years, and I think he's continuing to learn and grow and get better each year and understand who he is as a pitcher, and I'm looking forward to a full season with a healthy George.
Maybe it's that 9 pocket, George.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah.
All right. George, you had a front row seat to one of the most historic and iconic seasons this game has ever seen. 60 home runs from Cal Raleigh. What was it like for you watching that?
I mean, like if I'm sitting next to Logan or Bryce or anybody on the bench, we're just like, oh, well, here's another home run. Or I feel like there's times where you can just know when it's going to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what Cal did last year was unbelievable, and what he does with us pitchers and everybody behind the scenes, I think is overlooked as well. The way he prepares for games and looking at scouting reports and all that stuff, and get on the same page with us, and that chemistry, pitcher and catcher, has been huge. So, but yeah, being able to do what he does behind the plate, 150 games behind the plate, then he goes out and hits 30 home runs from each side is pretty incredible. So it's just hoping maybe for 70 this year, but it's the best. It's unbelievable to watch.
MVP, 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 MVP. All right, now I'm going to turn it over to you guys. You're warmed up. All right, who has some questions for either George or for Cal? We've got some microphones set up in both aisleways here. All right, here comes our first one. We got a future Cal Raleigh coming up to the mic. Okay, let's go over here and we'll get that sorted out.
All right, Rick Riz is about to retire after over 40 years in Seattle. Are you guys ready to send him home with a World Series?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a legendary, historic season to send Rick off the right way with the World Series. So we're going to try to do our best for him.
Love you guys.
No extra pressure.
No pressure.
But Rick will be mad for the first time ever if you don't win the World Series.
I don't know. Rick's such a great guy. Is he here today?
Yes. We'll see him a little bit later today.
The
In fact,
legend.
He'll be right up here. Okay. We're still working on this side, maybe. We have a line forming over here. Yes? Okay, let's come over here.
George Kirby, what do you want to improve on next season?
It's a good question. I think for me, I'm always trying to limit the walks, but you know, being able to throw strike one and kind of expand the zone a little more, and you know, work on getting more strikeouts, I think will be a big step in my game for sure.
Great.
Thank you. Good question.
Great. He liked it.
Answer approved. Okay, over here.
Cal, we just wanted to know if you have a cat.
Do I have a cat?
Yeah.
I do not have a cat. We unfortunately don't have a lot of time to have pets. So we're here one week, gone the next. So it makes it super hard, unfortunately. Maybe one day I'll get a dog or...
No, you give up real cat vibes.
I'm a cat guy?
Yeah, I think you do.
I don't know about that. Maybe.
Like, what are those? There's like those enormous cats.
Maybe like an outside cat that eats the field mice.
Yes.
Maybe. It keeps the snakes and mice away.
Let's see. Mackenzie over here.
Hey, Cal Raleigh, what was your favorite home run of the season?
Favorite home run of the season? That's a good question. I'd say there's a couple. So obviously we got our dump 61 guy over there. Stand up, yeah. Everybody give him a round of applause. So if you guys don't know the story, I hit a home run in the playoffs against the Tigers, and this guy wore that shirt there, and I literally hit number 61 right to him. I don't know what the odds of that are, so I feel like that's pretty miraculous. On top of that, 60 was really cool because we got to clinch that night as well. We won the West. So that was a really fun night, and that even number of 60 was cool. And then maybe 55 was when I broke the switch hitter one.
Yeah.
What was your favorite? You got to call him. What was your favorite call?
Oh, well, 60 is awesome. I'm not going to overthink that. These are great answers, but to hit 60 homers in the season, it's incredible. And 2 on the same night where they won the division, right? Like honestly, that was one of the greatest nights this ballpark has ever seen. Like, it's that simple. Between that accomplishment and what the team did, it was remarkable. It was baseball poetry. It was amazing. Yeah.
This is to both of you. What is the weirdest thing you've ever signed?
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Yes.
You got anything?
Go ahead.
Weirdest thing I've ever signed. I think a forehead, I guess. It's probably the weirdest. There's probably some other weird ones out there, but I don't think I've gotten to that point yet. But the forehead for now, I'd say.
I signed an Uncrustable the other day. So that was kind of weird. I've been signing a lot of dump trucks, but that makes sense. Like the little Tonka toy ones. But yeah, I think the Uncrustable might have been the winner take all.
Grape or strawberry?
It was grape, which I'm more of a strawberry guy. So
you throw it away. Let's get it out of here. All right, let's see, which side are we on now? Over here, Mackenzie?
Yeah, hey guys, what do you think is the biggest challenge or the biggest obstacles to winning the whole thing this year?
You want me to go or you?
I go first. I think talent's one thing. I think we have that for sure. I think with baseball, it's just kind of a mental game. If we're able to, kind of get through the big pressure moments and, kind of find the ways to kind of be even keel through hard situations. I think when teams can figure out how to do that, you're pretty much unstoppable. So I'd say definitely on the mental side for sure.
Yeah, I mean, kind of going what he said. It's a long season. It's 162, so it's not like other sports. You know, you play once a week, you play every day, so it can't be a mental grind. So I think it's just going to be that with a combination of, you know, not being satisfied with what we did last year and kind of taking that and using it as, you know, fuel for this upcoming season and using it as a fire to understand that, you know, we had a great year last year, but, you know, we're not satisfied, and we ultimately want to get to where we want to go, which is the World Series. So,
Yeah, thank you guys. Good luck.
No problem. Thank you.
thank you.
Cal Raleigh, how old were you when you started playing catcher?
Good question. All right, I was. How old are you?
Wait, what?
Is that what?
5.
5? I was probably about 8 years old when I started catching. Started getting the gear on, and I wasn't very good at first. And I learned and practiced, and eventually got to where I could be okay. So, good question.
Over here.
Cal, was that your brother over there?
What's up?
Is that your brother over there in the green jersey? It looks like it.
That's not my brother. My brother he's in high school. He's back in North Carolina right now, so he couldn't make it out.
You guys, great season last year, but the game is all about having fun. Got the talent, got the chemistry, got the baseball IQ. So as a team, how do you guys help each other to be accountable while motivating to have the fun and to get out there and just do what you do naturally and enjoy it?
I think it starts with kind of just like a good vibe and environment. I think whenever Gino was here, that was, you know, kind of what he always instilled in all of us. But, you know, just having each other's back and, you know, hanging out outside the field, doing all that stuff, connecting with each other is huge. And, yeah, I think that's what it's all about, kind of the connection with the guys and just trying to enjoy every moment from the fans and whatever happens during the game. So,
yeah, I mean, I think you just gotta understand each guy. You gotta understand, you know, why each person plays the game, because ultimately we're all different. We come from different backgrounds. We come from different areas, and you know, some people play for different reasons, and just understanding why people are here, how they got here, how hard it was for them, and I think once you can understand somebody, you start to earn that trust, and once you earn that trust, you become closer, and that's when you can really start, you know, making sure people are doing what they need to do, and like I said, ultimately at the end of the day, winning baseball games, which is what we're here to do. So.
This is for both of you. What is your guys' favorite game moment?
what was the last part of that?
Your favorite game moment.
Game moment?
Favorite moment. Favorite moment from the season?
Or all time?
All time.
Oh, all time.
I don't know. When we clinched in 22, that was pretty fun. That was a good night. I don't remember too much of it, but it was very fun because we hadn't been there in a long time, and we broke the drought, and we were also we were rookies, so we were kind of like, we didn't know what we were doing, and we were just having a fun time, and we didn't really understand kind of what we had accomplished at that moment, and I thought that was a really cool time, and I could throw in, you know, last year as well, winning the division and doing what we did last year. It's kind of a combination.
Yeah, I agree with Cal. The game where he hit the walk-off against the A's was probably one of my favorite moments for sure. And then a couple weeks after, the wild card against Toronto, for me personally, when I got a chance to close out the game, which was pretty awesome. So I'd say those two for sure.
Closer, George Kirby. That was awesome. All right, we have time for one more.
All right. Hi, nice to meet you too. For my question, I'm a bit of a music guy myself. I love talking about music with other people that I'm meeting. I'm curious about what are your go-to songs to listen to that gets you like locked in for games?
I'd say we're very different in our music tastes. I mean, I'm kind of weird. Like I like country music before a game. I'll listen to anything though. I listen to a little bit of rap, but I'll let George kind of take it. He's kind of the music guy. So
For me, any day leading up to one of my starts, I'm listening to like heavy dubstep. Hours before the game, that'll get me going. But besides that, I like a little bit of country, some like classic rock, some jazz, blues, stuff like that. But when it comes to game time, I'm ripping up some hard dubstep. So that's my go-to.
Solid taste. I like it.
Now, George, does the starting pitcher get to choose the clubhouse music that day? Is this a true thing?
No, I feel like if I try to play my music in the clubhouse, I might get kicked off in 2 minutes. So I'll leave it to the weight room for a little bit, and then I'll put my headphones in.
it's scary stuff what he listens to. You always know when George is pitching because when he's in the weight room, you can feel it.
But he's so nice. Look at him. Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming out today to FanFest presented by Starbucks. Let's give it up, George Kirby and Cal Raleigh.